It's your boy Get, this is my GGC. Welcome back to another edition to the Good Morning Drive. Let me know if you guys have sound. I kind of got a split app. I got the app split into two. I could do that with my Galaxy Note. So let me know if everything works fine, well, and dandy. Hope you guys have a great morning. Good morning to you all. That's what the good morning drives are all about. Let me go. Oh, you're turning. Yeah, I'm doing this as I'm driving. And you got to drive safely while doing something like this. All hands free, of course. Trying not to get into an accident while I wish you guys a good morning and talk about various topics. So again, good morning to you guys. Thank you for coming through. Christian, my guy, man, good morning. Hey, Christian, did you play college football 26 yet? Did you play that game? Oh my God. So that's one of the topics we're going to talk about. I'm going to review. Also, we're going to talk about some boxing. Man, there's a lot going on in boxing. But yeah, good morning to you, Christian. I hope you're doing well, bro. Yeah, so just right. Absolutely not. I'm not wasting my money on that. Yeah, college football 26. I don't know what he's talking about. All these. I'm gonna get into it. But yeah, yeah, yeah. Wow, you're dead on. All right, so just to give you, go back to what I was about to tell you my story. What's going on with me at work? So we were in this historical building in downtown Patterson, right? And it's historical. It's old. It's run down, but it looks nice. It looks like a classical type of building, from the inside and the out. But it always had like weak electricity. Something was going on with that building for years. I mean, years. So, and stopped the building from burning all the way down. So, they moved us into a new building. This new building is not a new building, but it's not ready for people, for office workers. It was really made for classrooms. I work at a college. So, yeah, we're in there. We got no internet. I'm a graphic designer, so graphic designers need their own separate server. We can't really work on a hard drive, right? On a hard drive on a computer, a Mac, whatever, a laptop tower, whatever you want to call it. We need a actual server. It does have a nice scorecard, yeah, or scoreboard, scoreboard. Um, the best thing about college football, real quick, the best thing is the music. That's the one that is the best thing about college football 26 is the music. I was bopping my head, feeling good about listening or playing that game last night. I played one or two games last night, but we're gonna get into that. But anyway, so they got us in this building. It's inadequate right now. I need a server. I can't connect to my server nor the internet. We're literally just sitting in a cubicle space. By the way, I had an office before. So that's my dilemma this week and going forward, because who knows when we're going to move back to our old area and all that. But to see the positive in that, I'm chilling. I get to work on my own graphic design skills, which I was doing. I was drawing up, creating new logos here and there, you know. So again, guys, you gotta see the positives when you get hit with negatives. That's the whole moral of that story. Let's get into this college football 26 gameplay quick review. Oh, I wanted to talk about NBA 2K26 too. I dropped a video last night. You guys should check that out. You guys should definitely check out that shorts video that I dropped last night, comparing NBA 2K25, actual screenshots of NBA 2K25, and screenshots of a X post. The difference is astonishing. I think a lot of people are going to hate that NBA 2K26 looks much better than NBA 2K25. I think people are gonna hate. Oh, people are gonna hate. They hate on NBA 2K hard, and NBA 2K26 is looking. The screenshots, at least, are very crisp, very sharp, and very rather. Anyway, I digress from that. College football 26. What a waste of time. Oh my God. That game is straight booty cheeks. The defense is butt. The gameplay is butt. Yeah, it could be fun only because you're using money plays. The game doesn't make any sense. You could be completely random. The CPU does not make many adjustments. They just pick a different play to match up better instead of making actual adjustments. The AI is bad. It's just like last year's game. It's so much like last year's game, y'all. If you have EA Play or Gameplay Ultimate Pass like I have, that with EA Play is included in that. Just download the trial, play it for the 10 hours, and have your fun or not fun with it. If you are on the fence, with college football or EA branded football, it's EA branding football, because college football 26 plays a lot like Madden 25. It plays a lot like college football 25, right? If you like EA branded football, then this is your game. They didn't change shit. They didn't change a thing. Nothing at all. You guys will love it. If you guys wanted something better than last year in terms of legacy issues like terrible blocking, terrible AI, players just doing weird things, you hate getting beat by money plays, or you're bored of using money plays, which, it's so funny to me that these guys who love Madden so much, love college football, they never get bored of using money plays. That's telling me you're not in it for gameplay. You're in it for other reasons. D1 Bros, what's going on with you, man? Good morning. That's telling me you're into something else. You need like reassurance, or you need reconfirmation, or something to make you feel good, because you're playing against someone else, you're using money plays, you get success, and it makes you feel good that you're doing this to another person. And I always found that a lot of Madden gamers, and I'm trying not to disrespect anybody, but a lot of Madden or EA football gamers, when they, or just online in general, when they like beat you or they do something good, they always want to degrade you. Like, you suck, PUSSY. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to get demonetized with cursing a whole bunch. But you know what I'm saying? Like you a B, you suck, like, we're just playing the game, dog. It's not that serious. But yeah, but I don't know. It always struck me as weird as, the EA branded football crowd is rather toxic, and I try to mean this as the best way possible. I don't know. Yeah, so money plays take the fun out of the game for sure. The fun of puzzles and trivia is have your mind boggled. Right. I think what you're trying to say is, when people do the cheap stuff, it kills the immersion. The good stuff is where you're trying to figure something out, right? And I agree with that. That's what football is. Football is a chess match, not checkers. And EA is all about checkers, and it might not even be checkers at this point, because some of these money plays break the freaking game. And it just seems as though to me, that with all these plays being added to the game, they're not programming the defense properly, right? You got all these money plays, and it seems as though it's easy to break. I was playing the game for the first time last night. I'll probably live stream tonight, so definitely come and check me out. But I was live streaming last night. I was playing the game last night. I'm like, I'm already breaking the game. I already broke the game, and I'm trying not to break a game. I could break Maximum Football relatively easy, right? But that's Maximum Football. This is their first game to market versus EA branded football games who have been on the market for 30 plus years, right? And College Football 26 has an exclusive license. We ain't getting no other football game, right? We ain't getting no other football game. Wide receiver sweeps and end rounds are still OP, I would assume. Yeah, they actually were. As soon as you put somebody in motion and you do a stretch play or any run to the outside, yeah, it is a little overpowering. There were times where they stopped me, but all I know is the blocking animations are odd. I did see some interesting things, but it's too inconsistent, and I rather. Here's the problem with EA branded football games, especially on defense. Defense is half the game. If you have a defensive star, they should be just as consistent as the offensive stars, but they're not, right? It seems as though your defense is wonky until, say, the momentum shifts. And there is momentum in college football and in Madden, more so in college football. But a defensive star is a defensive star, period, right? So defensive stars should showcase their talents in the game with the CPU or with a user, a user team. That should be the case, but it's not. I literally had to turn the ball over twice on 4th down for the other defense to actually get a boost or act like they want to tackle me. And that shouldn't be. That shouldn't be. It should be already there by the coordinator, by the program, by the players. College football and Madden, I assume, which I already know it is, but EA branded football does not depend on ratings. Ratings don't matter on defense. Defense is all about momentum. It's all about if you make another team turn the ball over, some random fumble, stuff like that. And I just didn't enjoy the experience as I normally do when it comes to EA branded football games. That's just how I feel about it. Again, if you like EA branded football games, this is going to be your game. Oh, let me ask y'all something. I got 12 people in here. Please, can I get some likes? I got 3 likes. I appreciate you. I know who did it. Thank you, Christian. Thank you, Sage Infinite. D1 Bros. Thank you for your like. Well, please, guys, hit the like. Support your boy. It doesn't cost anything. It's free. Especially if you've been here for at least 2 or 3 minutes. Definitely hit that like. But yeah, College Football 26 gameplay wise, it ain't it. And I think in some cases it might be worse than last year. Some cases it's a little bit better. But gameplay wise, it ain't for me. It really ain't. I'm gonna ride that 10-hour trial until it's over, and we'll see how college football content does on my channel, and then I'll see if I got there and purchased that game. I was already ready to purchase the game, right? To be honest with y'all, just for the content alone. Hey, fellas, thank you so much for getting them likes up. I appreciate y'all. I really do, man. For real, for real. Thank you. But yeah, I'm just like, now I'm to the point after playing this trial, I'm like, yeah, this game is ass. College Football 26 is ass. The physics. Didn't they say something that they redone the physics or they added better physics or something like that? The physics are so weird in that game. The physics are so weird in college football 26. The tackles, all that. Like, I don't know, the tackles, I feel like the tackles don't have enough impact. Um, they do move players around, but I consistently saw only 2-man tackles where there were like 4 or 5 people around the ball carrier. Like, why aren't there like more pile-ups, more realistic actions? And you got all these players bumping into each other, right? Wear and tear is only affecting the quarterback, is only affecting the running back, none of the other players. And I'm not saying that wear and tear should affect players where you have to sub game within the first half. But I'm saying more players should be affected by wear and tear instead of just the running back, instead of just the quarterback, and maybe wide receivers. My wide receivers, I was slinging that rock. And who was I playing with? See, that's my problem. I don't know a whole bunch of college football teams, right? I'm from New Jersey. We don't really have college football. We got Rutgers, Syracuse is around the corner, and that's about it. You know what I mean? I'm a Giants fan because they play in New Jersey. Okay, you feel me? So college football isn't so big in New Jersey like that, you know. So I don't know. It's kind of, I just pick random teams. Honestly, I look at the ratings. I just pick random teams. I forgot who I was playing with last night. So I don't know. It's just EA branded football gaming. It's just not for everybody, and it sucks that they have. It sucks that they have 2 now exclusive licenses. What the hell, bro? What the hell? Sage, I'm gonna try to get to your comment right now. Read it carefully. This is the first time I didn't use anything close to the 10 hours before release. Animations are wonky this year. It's hard to read the blocks and running. Oh, when running, yeah, for sure. That's 100% true. Secondary is trash. They definitely need a patch. Facts. All facts, bro. Thank you for pointing that out. The blocking in this game is so freaking bad. Like, sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. That's not blocking. You should be able to read your blocks, right? And it should be an action by the defense to get over on blocks. I saw one action which kind of caught my eye. I got to see if it happens again, where the defender, he kind of like jumped out of the way. Caught me by surprise, you know. But again, if he's a defensive star, he should be doing that rather consistently. Last year definitely better on the field. Yeah, I think so. I think last year was a bit better, but the defense last year was still ass. The safeties in EA branded football games are ass. Like, I'm sorry, if I sign an NIL and you're using my likeness and I'm on defense, I'm almost willing to look into that legally and be like, yo, why you got me playing so bad? Why aren't I playing better as a corner? Why aren't I playing better as a safety or a linebacker or a lineman? Like, no, I create way more pressure than this. I disrupt plays way more than what you got me. You got me all soft. That's hurting my brand. I am a brand now. So why aren't, it's odd to me that defensive players or even offensive players or whomever, aren't they, you know, like looking at this game, looking at it as a more realistic thing and be like, hey, you got to have me right. You got these quarterbacks right. All these quarterbacks are all dotting everybody up. There's no inaccurate quarterback in EA branded football games. You're only inaccurate randomly. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, the game is all over the place. It ain't for me. You know, I'm a man of, I guess, a certain mentality and age, and I'm like, I need more out of my football game. That's why I liked 2K more, because it was more accurate, it was more authentic, it was deeper gameplay. Ratings meant a lot more in 2K. So I don't know. Yeah, I've always hated the DB safety play in EA football. Right? Yo, I gotta make content on that. The secondary, oh my god, the secondary has not changed in I don't know how long. I think they even have the same back pedal since 2020. These guys aren't agile like that. They don't like. It's not obvious when they cut off routes. It's either they play terrible or they run the routes for you. There's no in between. You know, it's the safety AI. They never recognize the deep threat. They literally go back to a zone, and then when the ball is thrown, yeah, I'll then run to it. By then, it's already too late. That's happened to me last night when I was playing against the CPU. Right, I had a cover one look, and there was only one deep threat. The cover one only went to the middle field, try to play center field when the ball was. It's not baseball, right? Baseball, you react when the ball is hit. This is football. They try to prevent things. They try to prevent a threat or eliminate a threat before a threat happens, right? And they got the safeties playing like baseball. I can't. And I try not to be so negative, Again, the good morning drives, I try to press positive, that positive button. I'm a positive type of person, but I'm also a critic. When I see crap, I can't help it. It seems like they don't mocap the secondary on defense. You could be right about that. All their animations that they ever add into EA branded football games, it just seems like they do very little motion capture, right? They only motion capture swats and interceptions. They don't motion capture how players actually move in the secondary because they don't move right at all. Now it's seeming though EA might be having exclusive license. Anyway, it seems like EA might be having the exclusive license for college basketball. What studio is going to develop college basketball? What studio is going to develop college basketball? The same studio, more than likely, who is developing college football and Madden. And I don't think EA is really going to hire anybody new. So you're looking at these guys whom they only work on Madden and college football for 9 months out of the year. So now you're going to do what? Maybe a 8 to 7 months, and then the rest 6 months work on your college basketball game. Are they going to be paying these guys more? Probably not. That means we're going to get less of a product. That's probably why college football isn't much better or worse than last year. Why? Because you have less people working on these games because you got to move these other guys around to work on college basketball. The product is going to get worse, yet they're going to market it as the product is getting better. And all these social media influencers out there all preach saying the game is so much better than last year. So much better. It's so much better. This is the best. This is the best EA football game ever. Way better than College Football 25. Madden is going to be way better. And it seems like both games are probably going to hit a decline or play exactly the same. Let's move on to boxing. I think I'm done. EA, cheap ass, going to use those same burns, those same bums from Tiburon. It's going to be ass just like live. I 200% agree with that. It's good, and they got the nerve to go up against NBA 2K. Y'all wow. Can't even release a NBA game. 2K has been stomping that ass for so long. Sage, did you see my shorts video on NBA 2K26 versus NBA 2K25? Just two images. I lined them up. Gil or GSA of 25 versus 26 and Melo of 25 versus 26. Check that out. Check that out. Matter of fact, everybody check that out. You know, I only got like 400 views on that. That video should be like 2,000, 6,000 views right off the rip. I should have done it earlier, but I was at work. Guarantee you, Madden will be better than college. It might be. It might be. It might be. Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about boxing. It's again. Oh, all right. You're alive. All right. Yeah, it's boxing weekend, and we got some pretty good fights on Friday. We got the girls, we got the women's fighting, we got Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano. Those are pretty big freaking rivals. That should be interesting. But that's Friday. Saturday is where the big fights happen. Big fights. Hold on, let me get into this parking deck. All right, so we got David Morrell, who lost to David Benavidez recently, versus Subriel Matias. No, I'm sorry, I'm lying. Versus Iman Katav. I probably said his name all wrong. I don't know Iman, but I do know David Morrell, and hopefully David Morrell could bounce back. He's a pretty good fighter, but he got his ass whipped by David Benavidez. David Benavidez is that dude, man. I'm sorry. He's the Mexican monster, bro. They won't call him that if it wasn't true. I think David Benavidez might go down as the very best Mexican boxer ever. I don't think he's ever going to get caught with PEDs, right? Like another very popular Mexican fighter. He wants to fight everybody. He wants to smoke with everybody. He ain't ducking like another Mexican boxer. So I think he's gonna go down as the best Mexican boxing champion. Well, he's half Mexican, half Ecuadorian, you know. But I think he's gonna go down as the best. And then we got Alberto Puello versus Subriel Matias. That should be a decent fight. I want to see what Matias is all about. Edgar Berlanga versus Shiraz. That is the main card. That's the main event, right? But we know who Edgar Berlanga is, but Shiraz not so much. But Shiraz got some controversial wins, right? That's Turkey's boy. So we'll see how that fight ends up. But the big fight is Shakur Stevenson versus William Zepeda. I think Shakur is going to destroy William Zepeda. I don't know what the stat lines are. Not the stat lines. I don't know what the betting lines are, but I would bet money Shakur will probably knock out William Zepeda, even though he's not a knockout artist. He is a pure boxer, just like Devin Haney. So we'll see how that goes. But it's fight week on Friday and Saturday. Also, we got another. I think we can. Okay, we're good. Also, we got another. What the heck? Okay, it's locked. Well, what's going on? I'm still alive, right? Yeah, I'm still alive. All right. We got another PED cheat in boxing. Rodriguez Jr. Another PED cheat. He just fought what's the guy's name? Zarai, Olympian boxer, young, up and coming star. Beat him. Landed 500 plus punches on Zarai, and he was on PEDs. I guess Zarai just can't block punches then, right? I mean, that's what everybody said about Haney, right? Haney can't block that left hook. Well, Ryan Garcia was on PEDs. right? That's why he couldn't block it, because he's on PEDs. Performance enhancing drugs. Performance enhancing drugs. If you're on anything that's going to enhance your performance, that means you're going to be faster. That means you're going to be stronger. You're going to have more power. Also, Ryan Garcia didn't try to make weight. So Devin Haney really got cheated big time. But this guy is part of the same camp, the same trainer as Ryan Garcia, as Canelo, as what's the guy's name? It's right at the tip of my tongue. But he also got caught with PEDs, right? He fought Shakur. I forgot the guy's name. But anyway, yo, this thing is bugging. Hold up. Let's take this out. The phone is bugging right now. Nope. Cancel that. I think my phone glitched out. But I'm still live. But anyway, all of these fighters with Eddie Reynoso, is about 4 or 5 fighters, if not more, have tested positive for PEDs. That's wild. Right now, I'm sorry, guys. I can't see any of your comments if you're sending me a comment. I touched my phone and it's saying that the orientation is locked. I know that. I only touched my phone. I didn't do anything else to it. But anyway, yeah. So sorry if you guys are sending me a chat or whatever. I just can't see it. But yeah, Eddie Reynoso, that whole gym, all those fires need to be investigated. Conte, what's his first name? Whatever. Conte, the owner of Snack, right? A supplement company. When he was with the Balco stuff and having given steroids or whatever to these athletes, he was investigated. You know, Devin Haney, when he got cheated versus Ryan Garcia was on PEDs. They made Devin Haney the villain, right? He's the victim, but they made him the villain, saying that because he's working with Victor Conte, that's his name, because he's working with Victor Conte, he's probably on some PEDs himself, right? Here we are with Eddie Reynoso, 5 or more fighters who are on PEDs got caught, and nobody is saying he needs to be investigated, or they're not trying to put him under investigation, or they're not trying to talk about this last incident with Rodriguez Jr. It's a crazy pattern, right? It's not a coincidence. These guys are cheating. Anyway, that's all I got to talk about. I think I'm done for today. Somebody hit me up with a super chat, a $5 super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I can see that, but I can't see the comments. My phone bugged out, and for me to fix it, I probably have to restart the stream or whatever. So I'm not going to do that. Oh, I think I got, nope. Whatever. I got it in the stream. I'm at work anyway. So let's see. No, I don't know. Yeah, I got to end the stream anyway. Guys, thank you for coming through. I will be live streaming tonight. Definitely check out my my shorts video. Let me know what you think about NBA 2K25 verse 26. The difference is kind of shocking, to be honest with you. So we out of here. You guys have a great one. Good morning to you. Stay blessed. All right, we out. Peace.